Senator Kennedy made a brief stop on the campus during a campaign tour.
An icon on the campus of Purdue University.
He expressed the hope that the saying, "As Purdue goes, so goes the nation," would come true.
For those old enough to remember, it's a day never forgotten. April 7th, 1960.
April 7th, right.
The day he came.
Yes.
Bill Gettings was the mayor of Lafayette and just 32 years old at the time.
As the young people say today, it was awesome. It was great.
April 7th, 1960 began near the present-day intersection of Veterans Memorial Parkway and Haggerty Lane at Hallsmere Airport, when Senator John F. Kennedy was greeted by Mayor Gettings and a crowd of 200 to 300 people.
He was so dynamic. He just, his smile is brilliant, and he just looked so sharp as he came off of that airplane. This was definitely my favorite picture, probably that I ever took.
Kennedy met the 7 children of airport operator Joseph Hallsmere soon after, all dressed up and in a decorated cart pulled by a donkey, the symbol of the Democratic Party. Then it was off for a whirlwind tour of events, the Alcoa Union Labor Hall, American Legion Post 11, a 20-minute press conference at Lafayette City Hall, packed with 200 people, then to Purdue.
Thanked the Purduean Party representatives for their endorsement.
Before every photo op, Kennedy taking off his overcoat to maintain his youthful image of vigor. The last stop was St. Elizabeth Hospital, where JFK's advance men decreed Kennedy had to meet everyone out front.
We can't let him go into the hospital because he'll never come out. He'll just go in, and if he goes into one room, he's going to go into all of them. So we had a gentleman who was there.
That gentleman, City Councilman Steve Meyer's grandfather, Fred Meyer. A framed copy proudly displayed in his grandson's law office.
It's just a really neat piece of history that handed down through the family. Of course, my grandfather was a Democrat and came from a family of Democrats, and so he was thrilled that Kennedy would be the first Catholic president as well, and so he was just really, I think, thrilled and honored to be a part of history.
Because of a union strike at the hotel downtown, Kennedy freshened up at the Devon Plaza Motel, which still stands at North 26th Street and Sagamore Parkway. Then it was off to the big event, a dinner and speech at Central Catholic High School. Each ticket was $10, equivalent to a $78 ticket today. Still, 2,000 people filled the gym.
Oh, packed. The whole gym was packed.
I don't know how many people, but the gym was overflowing. It was really a big deal for little old Lafayette.
Kennedy, who suffered from chronic digestive problems, couldn't eat the main course. Instead, caused a bit of a panic when he asked for poached eggs, and there were none to be found, except at the bishop's home.
Somebody had to run out and find a couple eggs and poach them for him.
The senator had visited twice the year before. On April 13, 1959, here at Duncan Hall, Kennedy attended a reception organized by Democratic leaders. 6 months later, on October 3rd, he visited Purdue President Fred Hovde. Then, here at Ross Aid, a conflicted Kennedy watched as the Purdue football team defeated Notre Dame 28-7. Gettings remembers, even when sitting, Kennedy's hands were never still.
A nervous person. He was the type of person that you knew he was always thinking. You'd never think of telling him a joke.
But Kennedy could certainly tell one. His Central Catholic speech harkened back to his trip 6 months earlier.
And I was the guest of the president of Purdue University. I had an honorary degree from the University of Notre Dame, so before going up there, I said, what should I do? And they said, well, you cheer for Purdue and pray for Notre Dame.
I liked his accent.
Harold Amstutz never met JFK, but has many of Kennedy's Lafayette pictures displayed in his law office.
Yeah, when he was president, I was 6, 7, 8, and 9 years old, so he was my hero along with the astronauts.
The history buff has collected thousands of items of Kennedy memorabilia and books. What's your favorite piece?
The last one you get.
Gettings has a framed note from Kennedy when he won the Democratic primary for Lafayette mayor in 1959. But even more valued?
Mayor Gettings, with esteem and best wishes, John F. Kennedy.
An autographed Profiles in Courage book putting in ink the memories of a single day, April 7, 1960.
Time goes by, and the older you get, the faster it goes.
But more than a half century ago, time seemed to stand still. Reporting in Lafayette, Dan Klein, News 18.